What's up, guys? Check out all these freaking Govee products. This is J-Mart here, and I'm going to be showing you how I've been using Govee throughout my house, inside and outside. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to break this into 3 different sections. The first one we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about our new movie watching room. And I'm going to be using Govee to enhance that experience. I literally just bought a 100-inch Hisense QLED TV for our theater room, and it's freaking legit. But yeah, we're going to be definitely showcasing, right here, the Govee TV backlights, 3 lights, and we're going to be doing some recessed lighting and some really cool things to make it super immersive. And I'll get into the app and all that fun stuff where you can really customize your own movie watching experience. Then we're going to go into number 2, which is going to be my son's bedroom. Let's come over here. We'll be definitely adding on to his gaming room setup. Super excited. We got these curtain lights in here as well. But we're going to be changing this up. And then followed up outside, guys, where we're going to be doing this year's 2024 Christmas light show. You can kind of see through my window. I got these string lights hanging up there. You can see up there, I got some of my eaves. You know what? Let's just go outside. Just real quick, just to show you what we already got going. So I already hung these lights. Obviously, we got our eave lights already installed that we done a long time ago. And I did this bush right back there, and we'll be messing around with a lot of the lights back there. All right, we're now in what's the theater movie room right now. And we have transformed this room with some really cool lights from Govee. Wait, I need to show you how I set this up first. Let's rewind a little bit. Let's go ahead and get started with the Govee lights. This is gonna be freaking awesome, guys. So we'll walk through this installation process and we're gonna totally change this whole setup. It's gonna be freaking legit. So let's start with the light bulbs and recessed lighting. Unbox these. This one, that one, that one, that one. As I'm unboxing these real quick, let's just talk about the 2 different styles. So that one right there is more of the flood scan light. They actually have up to 1200 lumens per bulb. And these ones, these are regular type light bulbs that you put in lamps and stuff like that. And they are 800 lumens. Cool part about these bulbs, you really don't need to install them. You just replace your other light bulbs with these light bulbs, and then you do everything through the app. So they do work like regular light bulbs if you don't do anything at all, but the magic happens when you get inside the app. Freaking love it. Super easy to install. All right, we're going to be putting in the recessed lighting right now. We're going to start grabbing these bulbs. We got a total of 12 bulbs that we're going to be installing real quick. Over here real quick. So we just put these in these little pendant lights that go over this little kitchen island right there. So let's go ahead and unbox this lamp, this floor lamp right now, and set it up. It should be a pretty simple setup. So these metal braces right here, there's 3 of them. And they literally, if you can see this, have 2 screw holes there and 2 screw holes on each side of these. So that's how you're gonna be able to mount these. This is going to be a pretty simple installation. So we got all the metal braces installed. So like I said, there is 3 sections to this. So pretty simple, mounting this. Before you actually install this light strip here, there is a warning. So what it's saying is you want to put this in a very specific way so you don't warp with the silicone. Well, there's a quick guide, which is right here, right there, that is a little... so you start at the very bottom and then you go to the top and then you kind of pop in the 2 centers. That's what it looks like in here. So let's go ahead and try to do that. The first part, when you put it on at the very bottom, let's try to get the wire connectors to go through the little hole down there. So you can see that. So this is now flush to down there. So make sure that's nice and flush. And we got that started, but don't go all the way up. Now you want to go to the other end and start on this side. Slide that off and do the same thing. So we're gonna push that into the grooves, the channel. Yep, just like that, kind of snapped in, and then kind of push it in that way. And kind of do the same thing right here into the center. like so. And then that way we can push this in along the length and it'll look nice and smooth. And we'll do the same thing up here. I'm just kind of working it through until it's nice and snug into the channel. Yeah, I can see why they definitely recommend doing that because there is some flex with that, but that looks really nice and clean. So make sure you take 2 seconds and just do it that way. Really simple process. You know what? I think that's it. Basically, we just plug this in, go through the Govee app and do all that fun stuff. Let's make sure it works properly, guys. All the magic and all that will happen inside the app. Trust me, we'll get there eventually. But yeah, look at it works. Pretty cool, right? I love it, and especially when it comes to the special effects. This is gonna be pretty sweet. Unbox the table lamp now. This will actually be really cool. We'll probably end up repurposing this into my kids' room. You know, let's get as many lights as we can in this room and see what it looks like. And who knows, maybe I'll just get another one. This is a Govee table lamp version number 2. This is compatible with Matter. So you can see down here at the very bottom of the box, we got it where it works with Google, Alexa, and Matter. So a lot of the number 2 products, you're seeing a lot of those this year. And that means that they basically incorporated it with Matter and all these cool things. The stuff that they're releasing inside the app that they recently did, oh, like I loved my stuff before, but that's why I'm actually looking at maybe upgrading to this newer stuff because it's just a whole nother level of interaction that you can do with it, especially when I do my outside Christmas show. That's where I think you'll be the most impressed with the stuff. Honestly, this is pretty impressive too, but the light show, the ones I've always wanted to do where people spend thousands and thousands of dollars on and spend a few $100 and get a freaking awesome setup. So let's go ahead and try this out. Lamp is just actually super cool. Not really any installation on this, just plug and play and go. We have buttons right here at the very top. You can see super easy to use. You can use this on a nightstand. Let's just kind of look at this. So like here's some mode switches that you can do. It's just kind of going through some different colors. Here's the different patterns. You know, like this looks like a cool misty cloud. Here's a very bright green. Let's see, here's a rainbow effect. Up and hold down the brightness. And then you can see that kind of dimming. But we're now gonna tie everything to the Govee TV kit. So let me go ahead and get the app pulled up and let's start configuring the setup and see how awesome this is gonna look. All right, so I got the Govee app pulled up now on my phone. So we're gonna start adding all these cool devices in here. So one thing is once you have Govee already installed in your environment, it's super easy to add new things. So I'm just gonna go into the app right here, Govee's app, and I'm gonna go in the top right-hand corner, which is, there's a little plus sign right there. It already found my floor lamp right there. So let's go ahead and hit add. So right now it's connecting to it. And it's gonna say, please short press the on off button. So I'm gonna come over here and just push the button real quick. So pushed it once and now it found it, just like that. So floor lamp basic, we'll keep that name. I can go into it and change the names later. So let's hit done. It's gonna pull up my Wi-Fi password, name and password. So it's already saved in there. So I'm gonna hit done and it's already gonna sync it to my network. That's how easy this is. So let's just give it a couple of seconds as it's connecting to the Wi-Fi. There we go. And then all these are the specific settings to the floor lamp. Let's change the color. Let's do blue, just like that. See how it changed? Let's do red. Yep. Very interactive, super cool. There's millions of colors that you can play around with it. You can actually come into the little spool right here and play around with these different colors. But yeah, see, look at as I touch it and changes. They also have some predefined scenes in here. So let's try nightlight. Let's see what nightlight looks like. So now it dims it pretty low. I got a lot of bright lights on, we'll definitely probably have to, we'll fine tune this. We'll just say that, okay? They got like a movie, they got technology. Yeah, so it's kind of doing some patterns and stuff like that. You can see right over there. So super, super freaking cool. All right, so let's go ahead and let's add some more devices. So I'm gonna come back in here and hit add, and now it's gonna search for the next device. Oh, it just found one of my ceiling lamps, lights. I got a bunch of these ones. These ones I am gonna need a name because I need to keep track of which ones are what. So let's go ahead and hit add. Bulbs going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 2 here and 6 in the back that we're gonna be doing. So from the front to the back, and this will be my left side, this will be my right side. Now I don't know which one this is, that's the part of the game, but you'll change the color. That's one of the tricks so that you can find it. So I named this one L1 for right now. Adding to network. So like I said, let's change the color to it because that will tell me which one it really is. So let's do a red. So oh, there it is. I found it, guys. See it? Right over there. Probably the easiest way to find it, so you can see, is this recessed light right there. And be able to get this all communicating is actually setting up the TV kit. So this is the Govee TV backlight 3 light kit, because this is meant, you can see, for 75 to 85 inch TVs. This is not an 85 inch TV, it's a 100 inch TV, guys. But we're gonna see if we can make it work. Govee does actually have a kit that for 100 inch TVs, but it costs twice as much. When I have a bigger budget, I'll definitely be switching things out as we change some of this setup for this room. But right now, we just want to get this going, have some cool special effects with Govee, and this really will actually start doing that. So you can see right here, we got these little orange squares. That helps with the calibration process when setting up the camera. And then it comes with the back LEDs. So I already got some of this already set up, you can see. So these are the strip lights that run all the way 360 degrees behind the TV. But let's go ahead and get this set up and bring up the app so that you can see how all this comes together. This is gonna be really cool, guys. I'm super excited about it.
All right, so let's pull up the app. We're gonna go to devices, so device, and we're gonna look for TV backlight 3 light. So the very last one. It's connecting now, give it a second, and there we go. So the calibration, let's talk about that real quick. So I already done this, but let me walk you through it. Let's go to settings and calibrate camera. You can see that right there.
All right, so we've got my phone app here and then the TV here. So this image that you're seeing on my phone right here is actually being projected from this camera right there. And then you can see right there, we got the different squares. So we've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squares. And what you're doing is you're trying to get this lined up as good as possible. But if you've noticed, the screen is bigger than the calibration, so it doesn't fully fit it. But you know what? It still works. For half the price, I'm happy with this result. So you can see I've already got this kind of calibrated. Look it's literally flickering these lights right now like the fire. Isn't that pretty cool? So we got these pendant lights in here. They're doing the same thing. I think that's so awesome. And then we got the lamp over here and then those other lights back there. So it's totally going off this image off of my TV. So that's how you calibrate the setup. But yeah, let's go ahead and go to the next part.
We've got all the lights on the Govee app now. Some tricks, just so you know, for organization, you can actually put them into different rooms if you want to organize, if you get a bunch of different lights. But you also can set up groups so that you can control all the different lights. So if you remember, I actually have 12 bulbs that I put in there, and a total of 14 different lights. Well, 15 if you include the lights behind the TV. That's a lot of lights going in here. But there's a different part of the app that we'll go into for that. But I do want to show you real quick. I created a quick, let's go to my home down here. And then you have these groups down here at the very bottom inside the app. So let's go ahead and go inside of here. And you can see I created one for basement. So I'm going to click on this, and I have most of the bulbs that are in the permanent fixtures
inside of this. So this is really cool because you can actually go right to warm white. You can go to cold white. See, I just changed all the lights throughout the whole room, back here and all that. So you can see how that worked. And then also the pendant lights back here. So let's just angle this a little bit so you can see this. I can now make everything go red. I can do blue. So that's really simple and easy where I can go through and start changing all these different lights. So like I said, you can put up to 10 lights inside of a group. But now let's go into the fun part for the theater experience that we're going to be doing on this TV. So let's check that out. What we're going to do now is we're going to go back to home and we're going to go to, let's see here. I want to go to my devices and I'm going to look for the specific one for the TV. So that's the TV backlight right here. Right down here at the very bottom, we're going to click on TV backlight 3 light. That's the name of it. You can rename it. I'm going to turn it on. So right now it's not even going. You're going to see the lights. There you go. You saw the lights just turn on behind me. Now we're going to go inside the app, inside up here, we're going to go to the group control recommendation section. And inside up here, we're going to do movie watching dream view. This is going to be the fun part, guys. So this is the dream watch mode. I have 2 lights already programmed into it, but let's add all these other ones into it as well. So let's go ahead and we're going to click on manage the device. And this is where we can add quickly all my different devices. So remember, we got bulb 1, 2, 3, basement 8, 6, 7. You can only add to 7 devices. Hold on. There is a limit of how many devices that you can put in here. So I want to do, let's see here, numbers 1, 2, probably 3, 4, and 5. So let's add those. And then I'm also going to add bulbs 1 and 2. And then I think I'm at my 7 devices. And then if you can see down here, this is kind of the zones that they predefined for us. So we'll be going through here on the app to assign these to those different specific spots. We got that going. So now let's go ahead and try this out. Now the lights in here have totally changed off the scenery of the TV. We're gonna have to get a better, definitely video going on, but those 3 lights just changed. And also our pendant lights are now going off of it. Let's kill some of these lights. Obviously it's like super bright in here. So let's get some better ambiance going. All right, so we got those ones changed. These ones are good. All right, let's try this out. Let's go and check out some different videos on YouTube real quick. All right, so this one actually is a pretty good one to kind of test the dark lights, the blacks to the TV, the lighting surrounding and all that. So let's check this out. So there is a limit of 7 lights. You can see that I got like this one, and that one programmed to it. We got these 2. These ones obviously are not linked or weren't installed for this purpose. So I will be coming through here and redoing some of the electrical to make it better. And then these pendant lights. As I'm looking at this and kind of playing around with this, I think what I'll end up probably doing is I don't think we'll do anything with the pendant lights. I guess that's kind of cool. But I really think that I might want to more incorporate this lamp and then the floor lamp over there. Like I said, you can pick and choose. I can even do this table lamp. But this table lamp, you know, it's not going to actually end up inside of here. I think I'd rather kind of do more of these recessed lights and then those other ones to kind of really set up the audience. But yeah, look how cool that is and how immersive, and it goes off the colors of the screen. Pretty cool, right? I pretty much got it dialed in how I want to do it right now. I got this fireplace going on. You can see this. So cool because it literally mimics
what's on the screen, and it catches the flickering of the fire, which is so cool. So you can see that even in the light bulbs themselves, they are literally flickering like the fire. I almost feel like I'm in an old like mid-century tavern where we just have lit by torches and candle lights. So you can see our lamp right here is doing the exact same thing. It's flickering off of the fireplace. Isn't that so cool? And then we got these recessed lights back here. So I purposely only did these ones because there was putting some glare. Like when I was lighting up these ones, it was hitting the TV and I didn't like that. Creating some hot spots. Obviously these ones right above the TV were doing that. So that's why I don't have those programmed. I will be messing around with the light placement because when you're doing this, obviously you're just trying to create this cool ambiance, but you don't want to take away from the TV screen. When you got a bright image like this, you don't really notice them, but when you get into the deep blacks and you got some of the lights going on it, you'll probably see some of that blooming effects from my other videos. But right now, I really kind of like this setup. This lamp, I might end up moving to a different location just because it does catch that in some really the dark scenes. But overall, super cool. So these are the breakdown of all these products I got for Govee. If you remember at the very beginning of the video, I have a whole lot more that I'm going to be doing. Let's go take a look at what we're going to follow up in part 2 and part 3 videos. So this is a longer series. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so that you can make sure that you don't miss the next videos, because we're going to be doing number 2 in my son's gaming room setup / my office where I do some really cool stuff, and then followed up with number 3, which is going to be our Christmas light show in the front yard. And like I said, Govee just released some really cool stuff inside the app that's going to really transform my Christmas light show to a whole nother level, and I'm going to be applying those things this year. So you're going to definitely want to check out those videos. They're going to be freaking awesome. Like and subscribe.